Mike, just kind of talk about, I guess for you guys, the mood coming off a loss like that, heading to Florida. How's the kind of the mood around the team right now?
People are just eager to get back on the field and produce something better than they did last Saturday. We all are. We're just ready to go back there and put Auburn back in the limelight of being good and working hard and being able to win games.
Mike, from your vantage point, what does this offense need to do to produce more points, get in the end zone?
Really, we just need to catch the ball, get first downs, control the clock, and be able to get drives going and not taking so many penalties away from the drives that we do get started. And that's what caused last week. We get a couple drives, but they were coming back because of penalties. Eliminate some of those, control the clock, run the ball, and get some good throws, and be able to pace those guys and play hard.
Has Coach Malzahn and those guys done anything different in practice to try to get y'all to cut out the penalties and the turnovers and such?
We definitely want different routes from the penalties, and everybody came with different strategies, a way of trying to perfect things that they didn't when I to last Saturday, and trying to limit some of the mistakes and be able to replace Saturday.
How close do you feel like you guys are to putting it together? I mean, because like I said, it's just kind of one thing here, one thing there.
We're very close to being a good team, a great team. We just got kind of a few things that we need to work on, a few missing pieces that we need to be able to put in place, and then after that we'll be okay.
How frustrating it is to watch and look how they got 15-yard game called back for a penalty or a turnover in the red zone, those kind of things.
Things like that. It's really hard to try to stay focused when you keep getting those same penalties and run the ball down there good and it gets picked or something. And that's it's football, but still it's kind of hard to try to overcome, especially when we're a young team and stuff like that. So if we can eliminate some of those, we'll be okay.
Quarterback can take a lot of heat when the offense isn't going right. How has Barrett sort of handled everything?
He does a great job no matter what the situation is. He should always remain calm and keeps his head up. He's doing a great job. We couldn't ask him to do anything better, but everybody makes mistakes, including myself. Running backs and not being able to protect them where we should be, and there's always somebody that's not doing the job. And quarterbacks is one of those positions that people kind of you look at to lead the team and to do this and do certain things, and sometimes it always work out, the way they want it to. And so he kind of gets all the blame for this or that. But he's a great quarterback, and we appreciate everything he does for Auburn.
Just talk about the challenge of facing a pretty athletic defense again in Florida this week.
They're strong, be physical, probably the front four, probably great and athletic at the same time. So it's probably a complete, defensive line that we're going to play. Another linebackers are probably solid, great safeties. But I got a couple guys, that we can take advantage of for being young and freshmen. So we're going to do what we can. But it's a great opportunity for us to go out there and play some good football and win against a great team.
When you look at you guys on film afterwards, do you see potential to be explosive offensively
we
like the
definitely
last
do.
year?
Like I said, they're just mental mistakes that we should be better at, that we shouldn't be making. Just little calls that we shouldn't even be in that boat. And it's just little things that we need to really focus on, because that's really what happened last Saturday. Just things that we shouldn't have done, things that people know that the reads are and messed up. That's fixable.
When you see Barrett, coming under fire like this from people, how does that affect you guys as an offense? Does it make you kind of rally around him more, or what do you?
We love on him even on his bad days. We were still there no matter what else people think, and we don't really go about what. If you don't play on this team, if you don't wear the jersey, if you don't go out there and sweat with us, then your opinion, it matters to a certain extent, but it doesn't affect us. So he's a great guy, and no matter what he does on the field and off the field, we're still going to love him, we're still going to be around him, and we're still going to treat him as Barrett Trotter.